Hello and welcome to Arts 24's weekly music show. I'm Jennifer Ben-Brahim. Coming up. Today we're heading to the city of Vienne in southeast France, where the 45th edition of our jazz festival is taking place. And our very own Marjorie Hache is there for us. Marjorie, hello, and thanks for speaking to us. Now, for someone who has never been, what can we expect?
Okay, so this is taking place till the 11th of July. Now, it's an incredible festival. Last year, more than 2,200,000 festival goers came, and you've got to expect this year about 167 concerts. And the setting is stunning because, as you can perhaps see behind me, it's very antique. A lot of the buildings here date back from the Roman times. So that's 2,000 years in your face, just to welcome beautiful jazz music. And it's going to be artists from around the world. We've got Buena Vista Social Club, Marcus Miller, Jon Batiste. We also have, obviously, French artists, African artists. It's going to be super excited. And this edition is also one that celebrates the 100 years since the birth of Miles Davis. And that's going to be a very important event here because Miles Davis had a relationship with this festival. He played Jazz à Vienne 4 times, and including one time in 1991, which was one of his last ever concerts in Europe. So there's going to be events and exhibitions around that. And I got to talk to Guillaume Anger, who is Jazz à Vienne's creative director, about what were some of his highlights for this year's festival.
We are really excited about Jon Batiste. This is his first time performing under his own name at a festival, and it will be his only show in France this summer. It's going to be a huge celebration of New Orleans. We've set up a partnership with the New Orleans Museum, so we'll have artist James Andrews, a New Orleans trumpeter, and it will kick off the big evening alongside French artists who are also involved in this project, a new production, making it a one-of-a-kind concert at Jazz à Vienne. Every continent is indeed represented. It's always been part of the festival's DNA.
Okay, lots of exciting things to look out for. Now, Marjorie, what has the atmosphere been like so far, and any highlights in particular?
Well, great atmosphere here at Jazz à Vienne, with lots of people coming from the local region, but also from across the world. I was talking to someone from Brazil, for example, yesterday, who'd come over and was staying the whole festival. And what I also find pretty exciting is they also traditionally have a blues night, which I attended at the weekend, which was amazing. They had the Chicago Blues Summer, which features amazing keyboardists, but also great singers and guitar players, notably Stephen Hull, who is one of the up-and-coming blues guitarists. There was also fantastic Negrito, and oh my God, his show was literally spiritual, and he had a great sense of fashion. So if you've got a chance of seeing any of those artists yourself, you should really go and check them out. And also, Jazz à Vienne Festival has lots of concerts in the antique Roman theatre, but not only, they also have little events taking place throughout the city. And I got to go to a swimming pool yesterday to witness this Cameroonian trio who have brought back this ancestral traditional form of music, which involves creating percussion in water. That's why they were in the swimming pool, and it was really great. It's something that developed around fishing, but also around washing in the olden days, and they're bringing it back, and I got to find out a little bit more about it.
My name is Lois Zongo. I was born in Cameroon. My parents were from the coast and the shore. My mother from a river and my father from the sea. And these tribes celebrate water through water percussions done by women. I'm from the Beti tribe, which exists in Cameroon, Gabon, Guinea and Congo. So it's really a tradition from the Congo Basin, a female musical tradition that women pass on to their children, perhaps because of a strict patriarchal structure. As a result, solidarity among women grew around water spaces. These were places to rest and celebrate life. The songs are generally inspired by tales that we grew up with and tell the stories of the life of the different tribes. Each water space resonates acoustically in its own way. It's true that it's very physical. I think we're on a professional athlete level, but once you leave the water you feel energized, and the audience feedback through clapping, singing along and smiling is also nourishing. Then the fatigue hits you later. After a few hours, you're flat out.
Akutuk there, fantastic Cameroonian trio bringing back an ancestral tradition. Now, we were saying that earlier, New Orleans is being honoured this year. And actually, I've managed to get my hands on one of its very own trumpet players, James Andrews. Bring it along. He's Oh, what a treat there, James Andrews from New Orleans.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Merci, madame.
Oh, so James Andrews was yesterday carrying out or leading a second line, which is a big New Orleans tradition, and he caused quite a commotion in the streets of Vienne. Tell us a little bit, first of all, how are you feeling today?
Oh, feeling great here in France. It's beautiful to be in Jazz of Vienne.
Come on over.
And we had a great New Orleans second line yesterday, a great parade in the streets of Vienne. We had When the Saints Go Marching In, and we had a wonderful time.
And tell us a little bit about this tradition, the second line, which is typical of New Orleans. Yes. Where does it originate from?
It originates in the streets of New Orleans. We do what they call a jazz funeral, and that leads the people and the musicians of New Orleans around the city marching to the music of When the Saints Go Marching In down by the riverside.
And what was it like doing it in France compared to back home?
Oh, it was different to see the people enjoying New Orleans music. Yeah, and we had so many great French musicians that joined in with us, and it was fantastic.
And now you're going to be spending a lot of time in Jazz à Vienne this year. You're going to be playing yourself on stage with different musicians. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, we're going to do a tribute to New Orleans, night with a great musician from New Orleans, is Jon Batiste, and with musicians, with myself, and it's going to be a wonderful time.
And you're also going to be taking part in some conferences, because also the festival is a great place to discover and learn about the history of jazz.
Yes, we're going to teach them about New Orleans culture and music.
What can you give us a little highlight, a glimpse of what they can get to see this year?
Oh, we're going to play New Orleans music. We're going to play many things from New Orleans.
And the relationship between France and New Orleans, why is it so strong, would you say?
Because New Orleans is a city that used to speak French many years ago. And a French connection, and we have many people in New Orleans that's Creole. So we have a thing with New Orleans and France.
And the
French people love New Orleans jazz.
Of course.
Yeah.
So good. And also you have so many different styles and so infused. Melting pot.
Well, New Orleans is, we have New Orleans traditional jazz. We have blues, we have gospel. We have many things in New Orleans,
Well, thank you very much. We're going to let you get back. You've got a lot of partying and trumpet playing to do. James Andrews there. Thank you.
Thank you. And come on to Jazz of Vienne. And we have the wonderful Jazz Museum of New Orleans is here with sponsors us to come over to Europe. And they're doing a wonderful job taking New Orleans music to France every year.
Well, excellent. I look forward to catching you a little later. You have fun. Hydrate, because it's very hot here with the...
very hot, like New Orleans.
And Jenny, we're going to go back to you in the studio.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Marjorie. A reminder that Jazz à Vienne will be taking place until the 11th of July. Now, before go, Marjorie, and James was just mentioning a museum there. Well, there's actually going to be another exhibition on show celebrating and shining a spotlight on the life and career of Miles Davis, called Miles Davis, 100 Years of Influence. Tell us more about what we can expect.
So it's in an old church, a desacralized church, which is turning into the Museum of Vienne. And so there's a lot of exhibitions. There's like a cartoon, so you see drawings of Miles Davis, which retell his story. You've also got excellent discography. So they've gone to hardcore record collectors, and you've got a lot of vinyls. So you've got literally his whole back catalogue and every side edition on show, which I found, oh my God, it just made me think I don't have enough records in my record collection, and my flat is spilling out with them already. So that was really exciting. And also there's a lot of conferences with musicologists and specialists and journalists talking about the life and the career of Miles Davis, who was beloved by the festival Jazz à Vienne.
Well, hopefully you can get some more records to add to your collection whilst you're at Jazz in Vienne. Marjorie, now we'll leave you with images from the exhibition Miles Davis, 100 Years of Influence. For more arts and culture, you can head to our website. There's more news coming up on France 24 right after this.